Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have another Shoutcast for you today, this time taking a look at a triple Shadow team, and we're taking a look at Shadow Zapdos again. So I have Shoutcasted Zapdos a few times, throughout the seasons, and, I like it. I've mentioned it before in previous Shoutcasts for Shadow Zapdos, but ever since Galarian Stunfisk came around, it kind of fell off, in my opinion, but it's still fun and it's still powerful. Obviously, it does a lot of damage. That close combat actually one-shot that Wigglytuff. Obviously, they were not expecting close combat, so that's one of the benefits to running close combat on Machamp or Shadow Machamp, obviously, over Cross Chop. They just don't see it coming because most people have the Rock Slide and Cross Chop. Maybe Payback, but I think Payback is more so in the Open Ultra League. But nonetheless, we're taking a look at this team, and right now we do have a Shadow Zapdos up against the Venusaur, which is a good matchup for the Zapdos, but Sludge Bomb is probably still going to take out Shadow Zapdos. That's how squishy it is, so it does have to watch out. But another Drill Peck going into this Venusaur. Zapdos charges up really fast, it really does. So picking up both shields from the opponent, switching in to catch. There's no way they caught the Sludge Bomb. Did they catch the Sludge Bomb? Let's see. Oh my gosh, they caught the Sludge Bomb on that Swampert. You love to see it. Out comes a shiny Politoed. Gonna be hit with a Weather Ball, so this will be enough to KO this Swampert. So yeah, definitely no doubt about it. In comes this Zapdos. Now Thunderbolt will be enough to KO Politoed, but the Weather Ball will do a lot of damage. I don't think it's gonna KO though. Actually it does. Never mind. I knew it would do a lot, but it actually does just KO. So really well played. Nice attempt. Nice catch as well, but unfortunately was not able to turn it around. But still nice game. So we have Shadow Swampert into Skarmory. Okay, so we'll see how this plays out. It would be nice if the Shadow Zapdos could get onto this Skarmory, but we'll see. Hydro Cannon coming out. We know how powerful it is from a Shadow Swampert. Does so much damage. Another one will be enough to KO, so Swampert will opt to actually shield this attack. That would do a lot to Swampert. This whole team is really incredibly squishy. So, yep, going to charge up enough for 2 and go for 1. So, if the Skarmory shields, they should be able to get off another one. We'll have to see. Oh, they need one more Mud Shot, but they still get it off. So, the Skarmory will likely shield this, just because it doesn't want to lose out on that shield it gave up. So, it did, and it throws the Sky Attack. So, Swampert is going to go ahead and go down, but at least he took both shields from the opponent, so Zapdos can probably farm down. So we see a switch into that Clefable. Okay, obviously Machamp does not want to come in. So Thunderbolt coming out from the Shadow Zapdos. And that will almost KO. Zapdos looking to farm down, not able to do so. Barely not able to. One counter before that Charm came through, which is really nice. In comes Skarmory, able to farm down Skarmory. What is in the back? Going to be another Politoed. This close combat is going to be enough to KO, but they're charging up energy. I would just throw it immediately. I mean, that close combat has got to be enough to KO, right? So they're charging up enough for 2. Okay, just throw it before that another Weather Ball comes out. So this close combat should pick up the knockout for sure, as it does. So Machamp able to win that game. So really well played. As I said, I mean, yeah, close combat, super, super strong. From a Shadow Machamp, it's going to knock out almost not, I shouldn't say anything, but it's going to knock out a lot of Pokemon, right? Or do a lot of damage. But okay, going up against Alolan Marowak, great matchup, of course. Do have to watch out for the Shadow Bone or the Shadow Ball, but the Azumarill switches in, trying to catch the Hydro Cannon, but they were not able to do so. Zapdos switches in. Yeah, I mean, it has to shield pretty much, right? So it is going to go ahead and do just that. It is a play rough, but it still would have done a lot of damage. So will we see a bait? No, going straight Thunderbolt. So this Thunderbolt, okay, let's see. I doubt it's going to land. Oh, it actually does land. They called the Drill Peck, and it lands, and now out comes a Drill Peck. This has got to get a shield, so we'll have to see. Will the Alolan Marowak shield? No, it will not. It will actually not shield. Maybe because they knew Swampert was in the back, they didn't want to shield. But if they don't shield this, it's going to get KO'd, so we'll have to see. They do shield that one. Okay. So it looks like they're going to farm down Zapdos, as we just saw. And in comes Swampert with the Hydro Cannon. This will be enough to KO that Alolan Marowak, unless we see the final shield, which we do. And we're going to see an attack. Likely Shadow Bone or Shadow Ball. Gonna be Shadow Bone. Yep. And okay, another attack coming in. Will the Shadow Bone be enough to KO the Swampert though? Here it comes, and it is not enough to KO. We do see a switch into Venusaur. Swampert has to get out into Machamp, and it looks like the opponent's actually, unfortunately, lagging. either they're lagging or they gave up. Not really too sure, but the Rock Slide will come out. And it looks like that game either crashed or they exited out or force quit the app or something, because there was a little bit of a glitch there where, you know, the attack was not going through. But either way, this is going to be a GG's. So obviously, this is a good game. The Marowak's not coming out. Here it comes. And maybe the opponent just got back into the game. I don't really know what happened there. The game probably crashed. But either way, a close combat is going to come out into the Marowak. And this will be enough to KO that Marowak. Even though it's a fighting type move and it is double resisted, it still will be enough to KO. So obviously you hate when lag happens, but it happens to all of us. So you just continue battling and move on. And yeah. So we're going to see Shadow Swampert into Deoxys. Okay. So Swampert does resist every move besides Counter and Psycho Boost. And it likely does have Psycho Boost, honestly. Because with the 30-second timer, most of the time I have been seeing Psycho Boost. We actually see a Rock Slide. That doesn't mean they don't have Psycho Boost. It's possible they went for Rock Slide so they didn't debuff themselves. But we're seeing a Hydro Cannon. And that will get the shield from Deoxys. And we're going to see another Hydro Cannon. Okay. So this Hydro Cannon likely will connect. Yep, it's going to connect. And we're seeing an attack right now coming in from this Deoxys. Will the Swampert shield? No, they will not. No, going to be another Rock Slide, so I guess maybe they do have Thunderbolt. So, okay, Hydro Cannon coming in. So the Deoxys could shield this and farm down if it decides to. And no, they're just going to give up Switch, okay. So Scrafty's coming in. And Machamp? Yeah, Machamp's coming out, going to be dishing out super effective damage to Scrafty, being a part Dark type. So an attack coming in. Foul Play is resisted, going to be that Power Up Punch, makes sense. And they're both doing a lot of damage to each other. Machamp wants to farm down, not able to do so, so it will actually give up a shield so it can farm down. Should be able to farm down. No, they switch into Zapdos before, because the Machamp may have actually went down. So that was a good switch. The problem is the opponent has a Galarian Stunfisk, so yeah, as I said, it does do a good job of walling Zapdos because the Rock Slide should be enough to just outright KO Zapdos. Yeah, definitely, for sure. So in comes Machamp, and Machamp does go for a close combat, but the opponent still has a shield, I think, right? So this close combat is going to get the shield, and yeah, Machamp will go down. Okay, so nice game, but unfortunately was not able to pull it on out, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and jump into the next game. See how the next game plays out. Yeah, okay, so we have Shadow Swampert into Meta-cham. Okay, so yeah, we'll see how this plays out. Hydro Cannon going to do a lot, but you know, as you can see, Swampert's taking a lot as well. And if the Meta-cham has Power Up Punch, just going to boost up those counter attacks. But let's see if Meta-cham shields. We do see a shield from Meta-cham, okay. And we're going to see an attack. If they have Power Punch, it likely is Power Punch. It could be Ice Punch. It is Power Punch, okay. So that will boost the attack of Meta-cham. Now Meta-cham could take this and still farm down. I don't think they'll commit the second shield. They do not. And actually, they're going for another Power Punch. So I think that's a good play. So this is going to obviously get it low enough so they could farm down. And they do farm down. And now in comes Zapdos. Now, we don't know the second attack from this Meta-cham. It could be Ice Punch. This is either going to be a Power Punch or an Ice Punch. I think it was too fast. Okay, so it is Power Punch. But again, look how much damage Zapdos is taking. That's incredible how much damage it's taking. So Drill Peck coming in, definitely going to be enough to KO the Meta-cham. As we see right there. So in comes Lickitung. Okay, oh, Lickitung switches out into Machamp. In comes Venusaur. Okay, very interesting. Rock Slide is coming out. Venusaur could definitely take this. I've been in this matchup a number of times, but it will still shield. And it will get to the Frenzy Plant, which obviously KO is Machamp. Machamp is going to shield, so it gets off another Rock Slide. Because it does want to win. Can it get to that other Rock Slide? Oh, looks like it's just barely able to win the race to the Rock Slide, and this should KO. Yeah, it does. Okay, so in comes Lickitung. Can they get to a close combat? Not even close. So this is going to definitely KO that Machamp, no doubt about it. But can the Zapdos get to a Thunderbolt? It's at a Thunderbolt. Oh, but it has 2 Drill Pecks. Going for 2 Drill Pecks is the better play because I think 2 Drill Pecks will definitely KO. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so, they don't have 2 quite yet, but they get to the second one, and this is going to be enough to KO that Lickitung. I don't know if that's an XL Lickitung. I didn't notice, but either way, they're able to KO that. I don't know if 1 Thunderbolt would have been enough. Maybe. I don't know. But either way, obviously, going for 2 Drill Pecks was the way to go. So next up, Swampert into Lantern. Okay, so very interesting matchup. Obviously, the Lantern doesn't want to go for Thunderbolt unless if it's baiting. It looks like this Swampert is actually baiting, so we'll have to see if the shield comes out. It does come out, so nice bait. Obviously, I mean, we can see that there's no Earthquake on Swampert, but it does have Sludge Wave, which would do a lot. Oh, nice shield. Are we going to see another bait, or are they going to go straight Sludge Wave? We actually do see another bait, but to be honest, it's not really a bait, because look how much that Mudshot is doing. This is going to do a lot, so you just need 2 Hydro Cannons to KO anyway. So you might as well go for the Hydro Cannon. If you don't get the shield, the second one will be enough to KO. We actually do see the second shield, and Swampert can get to another Hydro Cannon, which will KO the Lantern. So picking up the shields and the KO, which is very nice. Shield advantage and switch advantage, and the opponent is actually going to leave that game. Yeah, that doesn't happen too often, but when it does happen, if you're that player, it feels really good to get shield and switch advantage. It would be very difficult for the opponent to come back from that one. But Shadow Swampert into Hypno. Okay, so Confusions will be doing a lot of damage, and we'll have to see what attack, obviously, that Hypno has. We don't know. Thunder Punch and Fire Punch are both resisted. Thunder Punch being double resisted. Those Hydro Cannons doing a lot. Ice Punch is neutral. Swampert will go ahead and shield this one up. It is going to be a Shadow Ball. Okay, so it's actually a Shadow Ball that would have KO'd. In comes Vigoroth. Out comes Machamp to absolutely counter away. Probably see a shield. No shield. Okay, no shield. I mean, I think we could take it. Yeah, some of the Machamp could take it, and Machamp is looking to get to close combat, able to do so. And this close combat will KO. But we do actually see a shield, so it won't KO because of that. But what is going to come in? Is it going to be Zapdos for the aggressive Fawn Down? No, it's going to be Swampert and going straight Hydro Cannon, but the Body Slam is coming out. This will be enough to KO, so the Swampert will go ahead and shield it up. And now we're going to see a Hydro Cannon, which definitely KOs Vigoroth for sure. And the Shadow Swampert has another Hydro Cannon ready to go. And it looks like the first one's coming in. In comes Zapdos. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Zapdos is resisting Flash Cannon. It's resisting Power Whip. It's neutral to Thunder. It's going to actually be Thunder. Wow, that does so much damage. And even Power Whip would do a lot of damage. Let's be real. Shadow Zapdos is so squishy. Especially in the Great League. But Drill Peck does do a lot, and the opponent pulls a really nice switch into Hypno to catch this Drill Peck, and that will KO the Hypno, but in comes Ferrothorn to KO the Zapdos and Hydro Cannon. So I think the Ferrothorn wins. It just has to shield and Bullet Seed down, right? That's basically what happens. They go for an attack. Well, okay, they have an attack, but so might as well go for the attack. But they could have Bullet Seeded down. But well played nonetheless to both trainers. Let's go ahead and see how the next game plays out as well. So it's going to be Shadow Swampert into Azumarill. Okay, so very interesting matchup. Obviously, you know, we could see the Sludge Wave on the Swampert, so this is going to do a lot of damage, going straight Sludge Wave, not even messing around. It's not enough to KO in the Azumarill, believe it or not, but it does do a lot. Azumarill will go for an attack. Will we see a shield here? We might. Yep, Swampert is going to shield so we can get to another Sludge Wave. Definitely wants to get to another Sludge Wave to either do a lot of damage or take that final shield. Actually, it looks like they're going for a bait. So Swampert does go ahead and shield this one up. Going to be a play rough. Now this Swampert is going to go ahead and... Oh, they go for the Hydro Cannon. The opponent switches, probably thinking they caught a Sludge Wave, but they actually went for the bait. And oh, wow, okay. So Cresselia shields anyway. So now this Swampert has 2 Hydro Cannons, so it looks like that's what we're going to be seeing. Oh my god, that does a lot of damage. To a Cresselia, that is a lot of damage. So we see another Hydro Cannon. And can Swampert get to one more? No, it cannot. Grass Knot will be enough to KO. Moonblast, it doesn't matter what it is. Probably Grass Knot, yep. So that will KO. And now, okay, Zapdos is going to look to farm down. Oh, it's going to be able to farm down. Zapdos, unshielded. Oh my gosh, Melmetal comes in. They switch into Machamp. And now out comes Azumarill. Azumarill is going to be hit with his Rock Slide, going to be doing a lot of damage. So let me try to think, how is this going to be played out? So obviously the Azumarill will be able to get to an attack and KO the Machamp, but then Zapdos maybe can come in, farm down, and go for a Thunderbolt against that Melmetal. But can that Azumarill switch? Not yet. Looks like we're seeing an aggressive farm down. Zapdos is going to be able to farm down, and it's going to be able to go for this Thunderbolt. I mean, we have Superpower and Rock Slide. would KO, but that Thunderbolt is actually able to KO. Oh man, look at the power of Zapdos. When it gets going, I swear to you. So let's go ahead and take a look at the final game in this video. So Shadow Swampert into Venusaur, obviously a terrible matchup. We're going to see a switch into Machamp. And then now we see a switch into, that's Electros, I think, is the final one. Electros? I think so. That's the new Pokemon that came out not too long ago. I've seen it before. I've never battled it. I've never seen it in a battle, but obviously I have one. So, well, not obviously, but I do have one. Dynamo is the pre-evolution, the first stage, but you guys know it. All right, Rock Slide into Venusaur, and now another Rock Slide into Venusaur. Okay, cool. So this Rock Slide is going to not connect. Double shielding, that's always nice. Venusaur is looking to farm down, able to barely farm down. And now you can't bring in Swampert, so you got to go into Zapdos. So Zapdos, the catch into Sludge Wave. This is definitely Sludge Bomb. I said Sludge Wave, but you know what I meant. I still did a lot, to be fair. This is a Frenzy Plant, so even though it was a nice catch, Swampert is still going down. Which is unfortunate, but in comes Zapdos and the Swampert on the opposing side. Okay, I think you have to shield, and 2 Drill Pecks should be enough. And I think Zapdos gets to 2 Drill Pecks before Swampert gets to another Hydro Cannon. So you're going to be able to KO this Swampert. So Drill Peck, that does a lot of damage, but you still have to go for another one as soon as possible. You don't want that Hydro Cannon coming off because it will KO the Shadow Swampert. So they did overfarm a little bit, so nice counting, and in comes Venusaur, and yeah, Zapdos is actually going to be able to win it. Holy cow. Very nice play, well done, and that will be it for this one, guys. Have a good day. Bye.